Good evening! It's Frank. How you guys doing? Hey, we're back again. Just like to let you guys know, today's Thursday. What, November? Sorry, I gotta look at my calendar. November, and we gotta squint. 14th. Yeah, 14th. Tomorrow's the 15th! Payday! Woohoo! You guys probably are like, oh, can I have some money? No. You can't have no my money. No, remember my other videos? I sandbag. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. So anyway, yeah. But you'll be seeing this on the 15th on Friday. And guess what? I didn't tell you guys. I don't know. What am I doing? Yeah, so I got a bunch of vacation I gotta use up. Yeah, I know. I hoard it. I'm a hoarder. I hoard everything. Oh my gosh. I can never find a good way to use all my vacation. And this year I got 10 years. So I got 5 weeks. Yeah, although I've been in the industry for more than 20, so I should get 6, but we'll take what we can get. Anyway, with that being said, I take all these Fridays off. So like ever since shortly before my birthday, sometime in September, I took like every Friday off. And so tomorrow I'm off. Woohoo! You're like, yeah, I know. I still gotta work. Yeah, I know. I know how that is. Anyway, today, we're gonna, I'm a pretty, you guys know me, kind of upbeat, right? But I want to get slightly serious. We'll still have some jokes in here and that, but yeah. So, like I said yesterday, today is gonna be more focused on the men and. We'll see where this video goes, and maybe we'll need to make multiple videos here today. But if you guys been living under a rock or a cave, which if you're a guy, I probably don't blame you, because I'd be in a cave if I had a choice. I get it. Donald Trump is the president-elect, and if you don't have any social media, you may not know. Which actually, hats off. Hats off. I'm not really on Facebook all that much. It's just, it's a cesspool. Anyway. So just after, certain individuals they went ape. I think it's called Ree. I don't know. But yeah, so we have, we got some ladies that are too happy. I mean, so, ladies, if you're here, don't, you'll probably get mad one way or the other. Hey, man, we're just here. We're men. I'm telling you how it is. If you don't like it, you be forewarned. Go. I'm not saying anything bad. Okay, I'm not. All right, it's just reality. Okay. And I know lots of women don't want to acknowledge the truth or be held accountable. And if that makes you all butt hurt, then you proved my point. So anyway, guys, yeah, there's a bunch of ladies on a protests. They're not gonna, I guess they have so many guys, the doors, busting wide open, and, they don't even know what's going on. All of a sudden, some guys, humping them or something. But they're on a sex protest. And it's like, number one, like, yeah, and we care why? These aren't necessarily the ones that, I wouldn't necessarily look at. A lot of, anyway, again, I'm not bad. I'm just saying, when you got a bull ring in your nose and you got barely, you don't have that much hair anyway, it's weird color, you're screaming and yelling all the time, like, I'm not going to be really attracted to that. And then on top of it, right, so yeah. And then there's a whole bunch of them cutting their hair. It's ironic. So yeah. Anyway, the only men they're hurting are the we'll call them the simps. But anyway, yeah. So today, guys, I'm telling you, try to. I'm always like, hey, be like on the whatever. Maybe I'm using the word wrong. I call it on the down low, right? Like, wear grace. Like, don't blend in, right? You don't like stand out. I know it's opposite, but I'm telling you right now. I don't know if you guys see my other videos. I can't remember how much I've gone into this. So, I'm a single guy. Just turned 51 recently. And I haven't. I have a dating app site called Bumble. But dating sites don't go on dating sites. Rule number one. No, you're wasting your time. All right, wasting your time, especially if you're a decent guy, and it doesn't matter. What do they call it? They call it the sixes. You gotta be 6 inches and actually, or yeah. Whoops. That was supposed to be the last one. Yeah. So if you guys know, right? Your other head, if you will. Yeah, but they want you to be 6 foot a minimum. Well, actually, now I've been hearing 6'3", 6 figures. Yeah, and yeah, you gotta. Yeah, 6 inches apparently. But I'm hearing that's not enough, and actually, that's like not even what they really, really want. That's a whole nother thing. Women will they say they want this, but it's not what they want. Guys are just like, what do you want? I want a beer. All right, here's a beer. Oh, thanks. Right. You ask a woman what she wants. It's like, wow, I think I want this. So she says it, and then it's like, as she's saying it, she's changing her mind, and then her feelings are this way, and then it's like, you give her what she says, she's like, I don't want this. And you're like, well, what the hell? So, but yeah, guys, man, I'm not fat. I'm 6 foot. I make way over 6 figures. The only debt I have is my house. I'm not all spiffed up today. I just got done working out. I did some weights, bruh. And, I got a 2001 Camaro SS, man, and it still looks freshly, right from the dealership, basically. But I got a HHR, a 2009, and I roll, I call it my hoopty, man. I've had this thing. I keep working on it. I don't want to talk about finances here, but that, it's almost like it's like the CEO undercover, right? Like, you see these businesses, right, and the owner, right? I'm kind of like that, because, like, to be honest, like, the more you show off to these women, like, the more they're just going to take advantage of you. I'm sorry, lady. This is my... I brutally lived through this. At least my last relationship wasn't like that, so I can't say all my experience, but I had a lot. But I will tell you one thing, right? Guys, right now I'm telling you, man, don't be looking for it. If you're not looking for it, hey, man, you're already winning, man. Yeah, and if you don't know, I mean, like I said, I try to look in the best of everyone. But, man, I'm telling you, like, I'm seeing guys getting wrecked for nothing. They don't even know these ladies. They don't, they're like not even looking at them, and they're just getting all. So, man, be careful out there. And again, Brad Pitt ain't good enough, right? Oh yeah. So Tom Brady, yeah. Okay, so Tom Brady, right? You guys know Tom Brady? He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, right? He went to my school, U of M, Tom Brady, right? He quarterback, right? Extremely successful, probably the greatest of all time, and probably will never, whatever, right? He was married. Guess what? His chick dumped him and had an affair. So, because he turned, right? Because, like, before she met him, right? Oh, okay, so he might be, her plan A, right? And then that's another thing. women will take a man and then like turn him into what she wants, and then the guy's like a major pushover. And I can speak from experience, guys. My ex-wife, I think, if you guys have seen my other videos, man, I was a shell of myself. Had no confidence and whatnot. So they turn you into something, and they're not attracted to you anymore. So be yourself, man. Like, they don't like it. And here's another thing. They say they don't, they want you to agree. I want you to agree with me. No, they don't. Like, they go around and, they do these, like, videos, and they're like, we want you to disagree. So it's just like they're lying to your face. Right? And I got a couple YouTube channels I listen to. It's really, really good. But, so I put my own experience in here, and I'm telling, like, I mean, and this was like a while ago, right? Like, just the last 4 years, like, I'm telling you, like, especially you younger guys, I don't even care if you're the hottest guy in your school, you're a football guy, you got that. No, if that's the case, my opinion is avoid at all costs, because I'm telling you, like, it's almost like it'd be better to be like, 3 hotness levels lower, because these chicks are just, you're invisible. If you're not a 9.5, you're invisible. They say they want a nice guy. No. The people, protesting, they ain't getting laid. Let's just call it, and then women complain about men. Oh, it's like, who? The Chad and Tyrone. The 1% of guys, and these guys, most of these like Chad and Tyrone guys, they ain't got no money. These women buy stuff for them. They take them out. They take care, and they complain about it. But it's like, that's what you're doing, right? So guys, I'm telling you, just like I said, I haven't been on a date. I don't remember the last time I've been on a date, because the last time I was quote unquote on a date was when my ex-girlfriend lived here in my house. So the last time I went on a date was with her, 2016. So it's almost 9 years. So yeah. So guys, I'm telling you, like, don't especially you young guys, chase money, not tail. And to be honest, like I said, if you're one of those like guys that you got a football thing or a scholarship as, damn, if you're in a college, I'm telling you right now, avoid them at all costs. They will lie and make a false accusation. And if you're a young guy, and even if it comes out, right, your reputation will be destroyed, even if you didn't do anything. So, man, I'm telling you, I know, this is just sad. You guys we have to protect other men to survive. I'm hoping, hey, like I said, maybe some sense will come, right? But until that happens, right? Because we could talk about the divorce laws. They are not set up for men anyway. But yeah, my best bet for you young guys, I'm telling you, just, if you're in football, just stick to that. And never have a woman with you, just you and her. Make sure you have, and even then, like I said, like this is just crazy. You have to do this, because the problem is a woman can say that, right? And it doesn't matter. They'll believe her even if it ain't true. Some guy went into jail for 30 days. Some chick just said this, right? And he wasn't even there. She punched herself up, and she just happened to remember this guy because she thought he was a creep at the gym, and he never even did. And she lied about it, right? And the guy went to jail. And they just believed her, and they just put him in jail. He didn't even have a trial. And it took 30 days later, and the cops, like, I don't know, after a while, they're like, we better check into this. And they go to the place where she said that it was, right? And then they take the camera. His car's not there. He's not there. So they had to send him out. And, and like I said, I think she's finally getting some charges, but, like, they're going to just slap her on the wrist. Like, imagine if a guy did that. He'd probably be dead, right? So, yeah, guys, don't, if you guys are in your 30s or whatnot, man, like I said, man, leave these women alone. Let them go on their protests, because these are the ones that they're not looking for a decent guy, and they don't want no family, right? They say this and that, and it's not right. It's not the truth. They say this, it's not what they want. They always want the opposite of that. And like I said, you could be a 6'3" guy. You could be ripped and have abs, right? And you got more, down there is, whatever, right? You're packing. You're packing some heat, apparently, right? And you're a plan B guy. Oh, and you gotta make $1 million, right? Like, it's not only not worth it, but it's like, is that what you want as a man? Someone that does not even care about you, says they care about you, right? But they're again, maybe a man thing, right? But for me, right, I listen to someone, but I pay attention to their actions or inaction, right? Because that's right. Oh, I love you. Well, then why are you cheating on me, right? Right. That's just an example. So yeah, let's see. We got 16 minutes going on here. I could probably talk about this all day. So sorry, I might have kind of went a little scatterbrained there, but yeah, guys, they're shaving their head, and actually, like I said, these are the ones that probably, I'm not a conservative. People, I'm not. In some ways, I'm a liberal. Some ways, I'm a conservative. But a normal person in the middle is now considered far right because that's just how crazy, the whatever you want to call it. I don't even call it left anymore. It's communism, but yeah, they've gone so far that someone in the middle looks far right, right? So yeah, so just men, I'm telling you, just pay off your bills. I mean, if you're in a relationship, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you just, especially if you're married, they plan their divorce before they get married. They'll never admit it, but that's what's going on nowadays. And if you have one, like a unicorn or whatever, but I'm telling you guys, don't be a simp, right? Don't, she says, something, and you don't like it or disagree. You're the, the proverbial man of the house, right? We're supposed to be a strong leader, right? We're not. That's another thing women don't get. Like, when they hear the word submission, they think like we're gonna beat the hell. No, that's not. The problem is some women, they want to be the boss and they won't admit it, right? And I guess that's okay in their mind, but that's not what men were meant to be, right? So if we're supposed to be the man, we're supposed to be the strong leadership, right? Like, she can have her opinion or whatnot, but like the buck stops with you, right? And if she's doing something you don't like, right? She's doing. It's like they call it pardon my French. They call it a shit test, right? They're testing you all the time. You just don't know it. You're just like, what? Yeah, And the more you acquiesce, the more they just get, right? They'll just take more, right? There's an old saying that says, "Give a woman an inch, she takes a mile." I mean, that's a pretty good description of that. Unfortunately, now again, not every woman, right? But I'm telling you, nowadays, with cops will just pick you up, right? Because you're a man, right? And you're this little woman, right? She's gonna be, and it's like you're just like, I don't even know you. I'm here to get my coffee. And that's a whole nother thing, man. What was that? I go walking a lot, and man, even at my work, and I work for a large automotive OEM, and these women will look at you like, they look down at you, they talk down to you like you're a little kid, right? And don't make matters worse. Like, as a man, it's like, how do you can't even defend yourself? They think you can't. They'll say, but they don't understand the damage that they've done to men for like the last 50 years. It's gone absolutely crazy train in the last 5 years. It's like it's been exponential, right? We have our own. We can blame, if you want to blame it. We can blame ourselves. Look at yourself in the mirror, and I do too all the time. as men, we allowed this. We allowed it by not saying something. Right? So we could have done something. Now it's kind of late. I mean, we still can, right? I mean, late from a perspective of like, hey, you know, the damage is already done. So now it's gonna, you know, now it's gonna take some time, right? But like I said, I'm 51. I don't think I probably not even gonna date ever again. I don't even know if I can get a date, right? You know, I'm not ugly as hell. I'm not fat as hell. I got, you know, I'm a mechanical engineer. I work for an automotive company, right? The only debt I have is my house. Heck, and if I wanted to, I could probably sell off some of my 401k and pay the house off, right? And then I just got to stack more cash and for my retirement. And to be honest, like I said, that's another thing. Like, figure out what you want to do. And again, if you're younger, I get it. I was younger. I need what I thought my life would be and what it is now. Like I said, I would have been like, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. Did all this stuff. Now I'm like, hey man, this is great. Like, the less stuff that's in your life, it just brings so much peace. I mean, it's hard to... You'll kind of get that as you go. But, yeah, like, I mean, like I said, I got this house, and this house is probably too big for me. I mean, it's basically a family house. But, hey, you know, it's a good investment, because I'm pretty sure, you know, if things get out and improve, right, there's going to, you know, we're going to need more families, right? So then maybe Frank will sell his house for, you know, for a nice profit. And then buy those acres somewhere in the middle of nowhere and get some, I don't know, make a small place, right? And just, I call it live off grid, right? But hey, you got to do what you do what you want to do type of thing, right? But the less of this stuff that's in there and you figure just out, you're just like, I don't need all this stuff. All this stuff that used to be important to you just goes away. So, yeah, I encourage you to at least think about this stuff. There's a lot of videos out there. Now, be careful, because there's, it's like anything, or at least how I look at life. Like, you can always learn something from something, even though it's like, let's say, you know, 80% bad, right? There's always something in there that could be good, right? So, you know, you want to be doing more positive sources if you can, right? But there's always two or more sides to something. So there's a lot of, they call them men walking away or men going their own way. You gotta be careful though. There's a lot of guys on there. They're either like simps, and they're like, you know, they say one thing, but they don't. In reality, in their own life, they don't really believe it. They're just doing it for money and crap, right? But you also got a couple of them in there where they actually, you know, I'll say hate women. Like, I don't hate women. I think they're nuts. Most of them, right? Like, I mean, I want what's good for them too. I mean, and that is, and sometimes as human beings, you have to come to that realization yourself. But I mean, like, the relationship between men and women now, well, from the Western side, it's gone, man. It's gone. And maybe it'll come back. I don't know. I'm looking at positive, right? I'm not putting too much pressure on Trump, but, you know, I've been hearing a lot of younger guys. They're kind of like, you know, hey, man, these women going crazy. And I get it, because, like, especially a younger guy, society is just telling you, you know, all the bad things. And I'm not going to tell, because I hear it too, guys, okay? I'm 51. Even when I was younger, all, you know, the TV shows, the sitcoms, the commercials, and I look back at it now, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it was back then too. But yeah, nowadays you don't even see men in a commercial, and if you do, you know, they're batting for the wrong team, or they're I call them transformers. Oh, you're so mean, Frank. Whatever. That's another thing, man. Someone says you're mean, it doesn't matter. You know why people say you're mean? It's because you didn't agree with them. And they don't care about your opinion. It's, you can agree with everything they say, and then the one moment you disagree, and that's how women are too. So yeah, just stop accepting this, right? I'm not saying, blow up your marriages like these protesting whatever. I don't even think I don't even think these women, a lot of these women actually had any, right? They're just looking for attention. They want attention. They might be screaming for attention. I don't know what, but yeah, guys, like, just put your head down, do your work. Avoid as all possible if you can, because you never know out there. Different areas are different, but I live in Michigan, and I live around Detroit, and I'm telling you, the dating scene is dead. Most of the women here look down at every man. Like, I'm in a neighborhood, and like maybe one or two families, the man's actually respected. And that's a whole nother thing. Like, most of my life, especially as a man, just not respected. I'm not even respected. I'm sorry if someone from my family sees it. Not from my family. My sister, though, she's good. But no. Like, my family, they shit on men. And I'm not... And I don't waste your time. No. Why do you think us men don't come see you? Right? So yeah, sorry to bring some of my, but yeah, I'm telling you, it can come from your own family. I'm telling you, consciously look for it, and you'll find it. And the more you start looking, you'll call it the red pill opening, right? And you'll be surprised. And then, like, look at a commercial, right? I'm telling you, and if there's a man in there, he's like the white dudes for Harris or something. Right? And I'm not the biggest, macho man. Come on. This is just getting so out of hand. So, guys, like I said, maybe we have another video. It's already 27 minutes. I'm babbling on. But I could talk about this all day long. So, you guys want more of this type of content, let me know. I don't have many subs. I'll probably have another one later. I probably, not for tomorrow or anything like that, but I just wanted to breach this subject with you guys. It's very important. If you're not even in, want to think about this stuff, I will say one thing. As men, we need more men friends. Right? We might have had it when we were a teenager, or maybe you're in college, and it's right. You get married, and like I said, she's changing you, right? And you're allowing, But anyway, especially if you're a single guy, like myself, I try, but yeah, I think more men need, we've been driven out of every space. We're always toxic, It's time to just say F this, man. Like, dude, it's like it doesn't matter what you do. They hate, I don't want to say hate, right? But nope. So that was said, guys. Hopefully it's not a quote on a downer, but I'm trying to tell you guys some brutal, honest truths. I've lived it, and like I said, I had a video about, don't care what people think or standing up. I'm telling you, it's like I kind of knew it, and I just kind of let things happen, right? And that is the thing. It slowly grinds you away as a person, as a man, and getting, relearning yourself and like I said, man, I'm telling you, I still work on that. I'll probably always work on that. And like I said, sometimes some of the hardest people to stand up is people that might be considered the closest to you, right? A mother, whoever, right? Maybe one of your girlfriends, not that you have multiple girlfriends, but you know what I mean, right? Like, your guys' girlfriends. So yeah, with that said, kind of a longer video, but I will talk about more about this in the future. I should have wrote an outline. I thought this video would go a little bit different today, but anyway, with that said, Frank's here for you. Reach out if you need to. I'm not joking. Just whatever. Email me. I can't remember if my emails there or just put a thing say, hey, contact me, Frank, or something like that, right? Don't worry, man. I'm telling you, we need more people. We need men that want to have each other's back. I mean, or even women, women that are that they get it, right? Let's find one another. Let's support one another. And with that said, hopefully you have a good Friday. Have a good Friday. And hopefully you're not doing too busy on a weekend. Try to enjoy your weekend. If you have loved ones, spend time with them. Make sure they know, that they're loved, but also make sure that you're loved. Make sure that you're respected. Okay? Don't just love a one-way street. All right? With that said, gentlemen, out.